Hey everybody, it's me. It's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video of me in person, I guess face to face. I've been actually kind of playing around on my PS4 and trying to upload some videos. I actually need to start broadcasting because I learned probably 2 weeks ago that I actually could do all that with the PlayStation 4. I don't really play my Xbox One and my PlayStation 4 all that much, but I actually really need to start back doing it. I think part of it for me is it's a little bit of laziness there in the living room, and I am a lot more comfortable when I'm in the bedroom, kind of lounge around in bed. So first world problems, right? Anyhow, so I wanted to upload a quick video to kind of catch up and everything. Hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day if you're into Valentine's Day and all that stuff. I didn't really end up doing a whole lot. What did I end up doing? I had an EX raid for Pokemon Go for Attack Form Deoxys, and then I actually went to go and start working on my half sleeve on my right arm. As you guys can probably see, I don't think I've ever really showed it before, but I've got some new ink over here. So this right here is what I started with, and I got this years ago now. It's probably been about 4 or 5 years, if not longer, but it's a kind of tribal looking dragon, and in the center right there I've got my zodiac symbol. A coworker of mine actually drew it, and then I ended up going in to go get it. Now, it's kind of one of those things where I've been talking about getting a tattoo for years and years and years, and I had just never gone to go get it done. And so he came into the store. That's when I worked in retail at AT&T, and I basically went in the next week and got it done. So I actually was thinking about doing a half sleeve for a long time, and I finally decided, funds were kind of in order, and I was like, you know what, might as well go ahead and do it because there's some trips that we're planning to do this summer, and I didn't want to get the tattoo during the summer because if you get in water, you're really not supposed to do that when you get a tattoo, the chlorine and all that stuff. And there's a process. Anybody that has a tattoo or that's gotten one knows it takes some time for it to heal, and there's a lot of kind of tending to it that you have to do before you can really do anything and submerge it, especially in water that has chlorine in it. So what I ended up getting is I really like Asian stuff. This is kind of tribalized in style, and I like waves and the cherry blossoms and stuff like that. So basically, what I told my tattoo artist Michael, I was like, you know what? I sent him 2 images, and I told him, hey, if you can somehow work these in to what I already have. And what he ended up doing is he kind of did these stylized water elements, which you see like right around here and stuff like that, and kind of coming over here. Now that right there actually ended up kind of looking like a moon, which is kind of funny because zodiac stuff is pretty important to me, and I'm a Cancerian, and my ruling planet's the moon, so that actually kind of ended up being a crescent moon right there. And you got the waves, and then over here, I actually really love these. I'm curious to see how they end up fading because I know they're going to. Right when you get a tattoo, it looks absolutely beautiful, and then afterwards, it kind of starts to fade. So you'll end up with something like, you can still see it, but it's not as vibrant, of course. So he did some cherry blossoms right there, and he ended up coloring them in red. I was a little concerned about the color red, but I spoke to him, and he's the expert, he's the artist, so he ended up suggesting red based on my skin tone. Since I'd say I'm a darker shade. Wouldn't say I'm super dark, but I'm probably somewhere in the middle. And this part of my arm's actually a little bit lighter color anyhow, so it ended up working out really nice. And then he's got all this stuff, going back here towards the back. Some more water elements. What I'm probably going to do, I'll go back one more time. I want him to put in probably some more of the cherry blossoms. So I've got all this space right here, so probably something right there. And then I honestly should end up being done. So you guys can probably see it's kind of shiny. That's because I actually put some Aquaphor on it, and I'm probably rubbing it off by touching it, which you're really not supposed to do a whole lot of that because it can get infected and stuff. But my hands are clean. So like I said, just got it yesterday. The experience, I guess it's been so many years since I actually got one, so it actually kind of sort of hurt, to be 100% honest, especially once he got into this skin right here. The skin's a lot more sensitive than like up here, so it was kind of challenging. I went in. My appointment was at 1:30. I got there probably about 1. I don't even think I went back with him till probably about 2. He's actually pretty popular in the tattoo studio I go to. I go to Tattoo Bills. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So anyhow, I sat around for a while, and we went back there, and he actually started sketching everything out. He uses those permanent Sharpie markers, and he just kind of was drawing on my arm, drawing out, whatever. And it took him a while. He probably did that for about an hour or so before we actually ended up starting the process. So I didn't end up leaving out of there until about 5. So honestly, all in all, total time, I was probably in there for about 4 hours. He probably spent roughly 2 hours doing the tattoo, which is what I told him I want to go ahead and get 2 hours in. So I'm actually pretty pleased with it. I mean, it's different. I'm not really used to seeing anything, on this part of my arm, so it'll take some getting used to. I was thinking about doing a full wrap, but I honestly don't know if I want to do this part of my arm because the skin is so freaking sensitive. I mean, he'll probably get it a little bit when he gets back here and he starts on that, but I've been pretty happy. I mean, I'm not like super tattoo dude, gonna do a whole lot of stuff. Once I finish this piece, honestly, I think I'm gonna be done. I mean, there's always an off chance I might get something small somewhere else, but I'm the type of person where I like to kind of, choose an area, do whatever I'm gonna do to it and be done. So honestly, this will probably be it. I know I'm not gonna do a full sleeve and go down my arm or anything like that. Kind of try to be simple and just kind of keep it straight and to the point. But I kind of want to share it with everybody. I mean, I feel a little bit cooler, I guess, having another tattoo. But it's going to be a process to heal. I woke up this morning. He actually told me to wrap it with some gauze. And I bought some cling gauze or whatever. It's supposed to be breathable and stuff. And I couldn't really get it since I'm right-handed. Trying to wrap it around this arm was a bit of a process. I just was like, screw it. And went to bed or whatever. It was fine. I put a little bit of Aquaphor on it and woke up. I had on, I wear, like a t-shirt to bed. And it was just stuck, and I had to kind of carefully peel it off, which I'm not going to deal with that tonight. I'll probably just sleep in something like this, a tank top, so that it can stay open, because the important thing when you get a tattoo is you want to make sure that it's able to breathe. So it needs all the oxygen that it can get, so you don't really want to have it covered. I got some more gauze just in case. I honestly don't think I'm even going to end up needing it, to be perfectly honest. I'll probably just end up taking it back or whatever, because, I had some of that plasma discharge. That's actually what was sticking, and of course some of the ink will end up leaking out. Your skin will kind of adjust and take in whatever it wants to take in. But I really, I like it. I wish I could do more color, but because I'm darker complexion, that stuff really won't show up that well, especially not once it starts to fade out. So I mean, I mostly went with blacks, and he added a little bit of color in. So I think once we do a few more cherry blossoms, probably over on this side, then it'll end up looking a lot, it'll be a little bit more diverse. But he did, it's really cool. I mean, he kind of did this whole little stylized thing, so I think that's kind of neat. I mean, art is subjective, and so different people see different things. So I mean, it almost kind of reminds me of like some stems or something like that, but I can see where he was going with the watermelons. But either way, it's unique, it's different, and it's something that only I have, and I'm pretty happy with that. So that's really all I got for you guys. I hope going into the weekend you guys have a good weekend, and that you are entertained or do whatever you do. The weather here is not supposed to be all that great, so we're just gonna see. So as usual, don't forget to subscribe, like, and if you want to have any comments, please do so. Thanks, guys.